Chapter 63. Bob was extremely dumbfounded by the abrupt reaction from Mr. Jack and was very annoyed, but as his friends were still watching him, he gritted his teeth and searched for another contact. This time, he called the director of the district police branch. He remembered that this person also had a close relationship with his father. When his call was answered, he immediately started, "Hi, Mr. Tony, it's me, Bob Lesnar. I have some problems in the redevelopment zone." He illustrated the matter all over again. The man at the other end of the line cleared his throat awkwardly and said, "Bob, he is Alfred's guy, and Alfred is Don Stevens' guy. I think you'd better not get involved in this matter." Bob asked in confusion, "Don't you want to do something about it?" "You should know Don Stevens' status in this city. It's not within my control." Bob was a little flustered by the response that he said, sounding panicked, "Can't you do me a favor and talk to him for a bit?" The guy chuckled. "I'm sorry, but my hands are tied." Bob was agitated and growled, "Mr. Tony, I remember that you still hope for that police car donation to your branch from Diamond Group, am I correct? Don't you want it anymore?" The man huffed in disgust, refusing to be pretentiously polite anymore, and sneered coldly. "Bob Lesnar, don't you know that your father has been fired from Diamond Group?" "Fired? When?" "Half an hour ago." He added before ending the call, "Think it through before calling anyone again." Scarface's lips twitched in amusement when he saw Bob's dumbstruck face and smirked, "Why? You can't find anyone?" Bob was about to say something when Scarface swung his arm and slapped his face hard. It was such an abrupt slap that he couldn't withstand its force and he fell back, knocking down the tables and chairs. Everyone gaped in shock and their faces were as pale as snow. However, no one dared to stop the scary Scarface. "How dare you slap me?" Bob covered his face, which was painted with a layer of hatred and resentment. "So what?" Scarface giggled wickedly and kicked Bob's stomach, making him fall to the floor. Then, he jumped on him and beat him violently. Bob howled in pain when he was beaten, but no one came forward to help him. Soon, Bob's face was as swollen as a pig and was drenched with blood. The scene was absurdly horrifying. Frightened, Bob wailed and pleaded, Boss. Please, I'm sorry, please stop." "Sorry?" Scarface snorted coldly, "How worthy is your apology anyway? After how you treat me, how do you expect me to survive in the underworld if I don't beat you to death?" Then, he urged his gang and shouted, "Damn it, go, kick his ass." The group of youngsters surged forward, punching and kicking Bob. Some even smashed him with a baseball bat. It was so tragic and horrible that everyone covered their eyes in horror. As Bob was being beaten, Scarface walked up to Noah and threatened, "Since your friend is so cocky towards me, I'm increasing the original 15% to 30%. If you don't agree with my terms, you'll face the same fate as your friend does." Noah was panicked, but if he gave them the 30% share, it would be like working for them. So, he mustered the residue courage that he had and said, "If you want 30%, you'd better just kill me now." Scarface frowned and blurted, "All right. Suit yourself." Then, he produced a bright, sharp knife from his pocket. Everyone was horrified by the scene and the ladies even screamed in panic. Seeing that Scarface was slowly moving towards Noah, Alex blurted, "Put the knife down."